President Donald Trump's approval ratings have shown marginal shifts following his decision to conduct airstrikes on Iranian nuclear facilities. While some polls indicate a slight dip in his overall approval, others show a modest increase, generally keeping his numbers within the margin of error. For instance, a Qantas poll found Trump's approval at 47%, a slight decrease from 48%, with a net approval of -3. Conversely, Quinnipiac reported a more positive result for Trump, with his approval at 41%, a 3-point increase, while American Pulse research and polling showed him with a net approval of +1. The U.S. airstrikes, dubbed Operation Midnight Hammer, were ordered by Trump against 3 key Iranian nuclear sites amidst the ongoing conflict with Israel. In retaliation, Iran fired missiles at a U.S. military base in Qatar, though a ceasefire between Iran and Israel was subsequently agreed upon, with accusations of violation from the IDF. Despite the mixed general approval ratings, the airstrikes appear to have given Trump a short-term boost in foreign policy approval. A Qantas survey showed 47% of Americans approved of the strike, with 75% approval among Republicans. On his handling of the Israel-Iran conflict specifically, Trump received 60% approval in the same poll, including strong support from independents and suburban/rural voters. American Pulse also found significant approval for efforts to stop Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons, 56%, and for the airstrikes themselves, 57%. However, this support for specific actions doesn't translate to broader confidence. Only 39% of respondents in the American Pulse survey felt the world was safer as a result of the strikes, and a Quinnipiac poll still showed low overall foreign policy approval for Trump, 40% approving, 54% disapproving. There's also skepticism about deeper military engagement, with 48% opposing escalation involving U.S. troops, even among those who approved of the initial strikes. Public confidence in the military's ability to manage another Middle East conflict is showing some erosion, with nearly a third expressing doubt. Support for continued U.S. aid to Israel, if it risks greater involvement, is also divided. The clearest consensus emerges when American lives are directly threatened. 48% of voters would support a full-scale military response if Iran attacked U.S. troops or civilians, suggesting strong backing for retaliatory force when provoked. YouGov polling indicates a growing support for airstrikes against Iran, with approval rising from 21% to 35% over the last week. Experts suggest this trend is consistent with historical patterns, where public support for military action increases after initial U.S. attacks, and that voters often align with their party leaders' views.